These brake pads saved my life.
Had a moment there where I was like, should I be filming that helicopter? So we can ride into the city from ours, 99% off-road, which is pretty good. That's what we're doing now. Testing the pain in my knee today. Might get my bike checked over as well since the crash. Backyard Bike Shop's our destination. Army helicopters back again.
It must not be a regular thing because everyone's like got their phones out like, whoa.
Including me.
Yeah, including you. Okay, I can't do it.
That one's fuller, thank you. It's your fault this happened, mate, so I'm expecting no charge.
Everybody blames me for crashing on my rides.
You literally, you have a reputation for making people crash. What are you talking about?
Morning, but it's...
One ride with you, I crash.
Yeah, well...
One.
It's breaking me into the northeast.
Because everyone crashes up here.
On my rides, yes, but...
It's exactly.
I wouldn't admit it, but yeah, there is some kind of trend going at the moment.
Yeah.
Because I've done 4 rides in the last 2 weeks. And every single ride somebody's crashed. Lauren staffed it epically.
Your own wife?
Yes, 5 o'clock this morning. The pedals, rear Mac. Both levers. I've put new tape on now.
So really, I got off lightly.
Yeah. The Mac wasn't on properly. It moved at some point as well. So no, it's
Nothing's on my bike properly.
I spent. Yeah, inwards.
I got you a present, Nick.
Oh, my brake pads, yes! Use them on the
Now
BMX.
you can stop. They genuinely saved my life. Descent that I was doing in that Everest on the BMX.
Yeah, with those
like
BMX
60
brakes,
k's an hour.
you were never going to
I
stop.
was never going to stop.
One small crash is nothing, you know, in like comparison to saving your life down the line. So
How's everything been? How's the bike shop been during lockdown?
good. Can't complain. Yeah, it's just busy. Everybody's picked up cycling. I reckon people can't go on holiday. So I don't know if that's the thing, but yeah, bike sales have just gone
Crazy.
Which is good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, custom builds, people buying new bikes, getting parts is the problem now. So we've got quite a lot of sales where just waiting for group sets to arrive, wheel sets to arrive, frame sets to arrive. Shouldn't be worried about it, but we're still kind of thinking with servicing, what are we going to do April time when all the bikes land at the same time.
Yeah.
We've got builds on. Some of the builds take 5-6 hours to do.
We survived winter, but
Yeah.
summer's coming around again, and there's going to be another resurgence of all the riders that
Good.
put away
I
their
mean,
bikes.
it's a good thing. Hopefully everybody stays in the sport and carries on doing it, so yeah.
To catch up with those guys, savage headwind to get home, but the river's got waves. Didn't really manage to test out my knee in the end on the way here because basically didn't have to pedal. Tailwind, but we got the opposite now, so I should be able to tell by the time we get home. Big shout out to Nick and Backyard Bike Shop for sorting me out. If you're over around Newcastle and you need your bike seeing to, check them out. They also do some great custom bike builds there too, so check them out on Instagram if you want. In terms of the knee, happy days. It's feeling pretty good. No pain whatsoever on that journey home, and we ended up doing 300 meters of climbing in a very short ride, so I think I'm happy with the progress. I'm going to jump on the turbo for some slightly more intense efforts tomorrow. Still very, very short, and I'm just going to monitor how the knee feels during that session and cut it short if there is any pain. A nice little test in a controlled environment, better than going out and doing 3 hours, especially around here where you could end up descending quite far and then having to climb a long way to get back. Another handy thing about the turbo. This is my knee, and you can see how separate the patella is from the actual joint. After establishing that's where I fell and that's where the damage is, I guess that's why he was so confident in letting me ride again so quickly. Of course, that bone helps to connect some muscles, but mainly it's there for protection. And based on that, I guess it did its job. It's actually been a few hours now since I got back, and I haven't had any knee pain whatsoever. It's feeling a lot better. Of course, that was always going to happen after going to A&E to get checked out. I'm really not sure if doing efforts on it is actually going to make any difference whatsoever. It's still the same movement of your leg. I guess the muscles could start pulling on stuff if you're using them in a more intense way? There is only one way to find out. We're going to start with 4 times 5 minutes at threshold, which when you're not injured is a really easy training session, but hopefully enough to get an idea and probably test the fans. I think it's fair to say that a lot of you guys, the audience, have actually had knee issues yourselves. I guess that's what happens when you have a collection of people that ride bikes. It's really interesting to read the comment section and hear about other people's experiences, particularly as a learning process. I mean, prior to this injury and reading the comments, I had no idea that ligament damage could be worse than breaking a bone. In my head it was just soft tissue, not that bad. Breaking bones, really bad. Never that simple, is it? I'm very happy with the diagnosis because I didn't want my knee to end up looking like my elbow, which looks like this. Get dangerous. Welcome to life after you just moved house. In this section of video, we're going to be installing a curtain rail. What size thing? 6 mil.
Now we can get naked and no one's going to see us, because I'm pretty sure most of the people on our street have seen me.
I've been army crawling on the floor when I get out of the shower.
We're not just talking about, like, you know what, it's like even just like going for a shower, you like get changed out here and then, or like you come out of the shower and you're like, everyone can see me. You just forget when you don't have curtains.
Daisy, do you think it's more worrying that people were convinced by our acting last night, or more worrying that people think if it was real that you'd end up beating me up and I'd need to go to hospital?
Yeah, but you can tell that people don't actually think that. I'm just like, wow, everyone thinks I'm just gonna abuse him, even though it was my idea.
It was your idea.
I know.
Exactly, and I'm getting all the flack for it.
But when it happened, I immediately did actually feel really sad. I was like, oh man.
Just make the whole puzzle again. Won't take that long. You've done it once already.